What's that noise in the background? Yeah, that's the tractor warming up. Yeah, and I know I said no more snow plowing videos because I figured you guys would get tired of it. Well, I do have a little change in this one, and hopefully you can hear me over the tractor warming up there. It's cold, we're about 10 degrees, so got to get the thing warmed up so we can move it around, because we're going to be working with the box blade. Snow's getting built up to the point where I need to start moving it away from things, and the box blade kind of is the poor man's version of a snow pusher. So I can back up, we can hook on the snow, it's got the two walls, and I can kind of fill it up, pick it up and dump it, then use the bucket to get rid of it. So we're gonna do a little snow removal with the box blade. The old back blade. I tried to tangle with a tree or something, or a tree root, and it decided to pop a weld. So I'm gonna have to unbolt it, kind of disassemble it, and see if I can get it tacked up. So that's gonna be down until it's a little bit warmer, but we're kind of getting to the snow level where you can see on the pickup that the box blade's gonna be kind of helpful, because we're gonna get so much snow here, kind of run out of places for it just to roll off to the edge. So it's going to be a lot more slower removal of snow out here to keep things open. I also will sort of minimize some of my snow removal, but that's enough talking. Let's get this thing warmed up and do some snow removal. We got, I don't know, 8 inches yesterday, a couple more inches today. It's still kind of coming down, so I'm going to be doing a little snow removal for the next couple of days. Okay, let's talk a little bit why use a box blade for your snow removal. Well, for one thing, it might be the only attachment you've got for the back. When I first bought the tractor, that was the only attachment I had on the back end. They sold it to me sort of as a counterweight for the loader. And the other thing that I did get with the tractor initially was the pallet forks with the grapple. So the back blade, or the box blade, was my counterweight. Eventually I picked up the ballast box and the back blade and some of the other attachments. But a lot of times when you first buy your tractor, they sell you on a box blade because it's pretty versatile. You can move a lot of dirt. It does have the rippers that you can drop down to tear up soil and work things. But here in a sec, I'll back up and show you where the box blade kind of comes into its own on moving snow, especially like if you have to back up to a garage door or into some narrow places, because the big thing is it's no wider than the tractor, and if it is, it's only by an inch or two, where my back blade, that is about 6 feet wide, which my tractor is only right around a little over 5 feet. So you're going to see here in a second where the box blade comes in handy. So it's not really a hindrance to snow removal. Just at times, especially the early part of the snow season, the back blade is nice because I can use it to wing things off. Now for the rest of the snow season, I'm going to be sort of picking up snow in one spot, moving to another spot. So the box blade actually comes into its own there, because if the snow is right, it actually will pick it up and I can lift it and haul it someplace and then drop it. And I'm not sure today if we're going to get that. This last little bit of snow is like fluff. The snow we got yesterday was pretty wet because it was in the 30s. So you'll probably grab the lower stuff. It won't do much with this fluff, but let me back in here, show you how you can kind of get up close to buildings and scrape away. That's where the box blade comes in its own into backing up an area. Yes, I can do it with the back blade, but the box blade does a pretty neat job because of the sides. It keeps that snow from rolling off the sides. So yeah, we have to do smaller at a time. And let me move you here for a second. We'll talk a little bit about looking at it. Alright, if you look at the tractor from the rear end here, you can see that the box blade is just about the same width. In fact, with my wheel spacers, my tires probably stick out beyond the box blade. So that comes in handy when I'm trying to make trails in the deep snow, because it keeps my whole footprint narrow and on something that's clean. So if I back in, and you can see we got a scraper blade down here, and there's a scraper blade there. So it's scraping both ways, and that's a lot of steel to give you some weight back there to push. As long as you don't do anything silly and break your arms on your 3-point hitch, you can do a lot of snow removal. Let's see if we can get some wet stuff that I didn't plow yesterday and show you how it picks up. Alright, I'll set you up this way. I'll bring the tractor in. We'll see if we can move out some of this bank, and you'll see how the box blade can kind of hold the snow in it, because this is some of the wet stuff that I didn't plow up yesterday. We may be into the end of the season of using trails with the tractor. We'll see. So there you can see how a box blade works for snow removal. If that's all you got, it does a pretty darn good job of snow removal. You'll learn what your tractor can do. Maybe if I pull you back here a little bit further, you can see one of the advantages that it keeps your footprint of your tractor and your implements all kind of in the same space. Your bucket's actually a little bit wider than your back tires. Box scraper is slightly smaller. So you can sort of back into something, pushing, make a space. If you need to pull out some snow forward, you can drop the box blade, pull it forward. Make your push outs so you've got a place to turn around or to widen things out if you need to, but don't be intimidated to use your box blade for snow removal. Does a pretty good job. Back blade does do a pretty good job too. Wasn't a problem with the back blade itself. It was me getting a little rambunctious with the tree. Well, actually a tree root that it snagged onto. I kind of knew it was in that area of the snow, but cold and pushing it, so it decided to let go. So that would be a project for another day, to lift that thing up and disassemble it, get it in, get it welded. So for a while I'll be using the box blade to clean up snow. But if that's all you got, even if you don't have the skis for the front of your bucket, you can do an awful lot of snow removal, especially like on a driveway or a small road. I wouldn't be intimidated at all doing it all with the box blade. I didn't have the back blade for the tractor for the first year or two of owning the tractor, so I did everything with the box blade and the bucket, and it worked out pretty good. Today it's a little dry because it's colder temperatures, but if it's a wet snow, it'll pack up into the box blade, and you can kind of lift it just like I've got it in the bucket there. It just sort of sticks in there just from friction, and you can kind of if you stay steady and don't bang it, you can haul it and then drop it by sort of going up and down on your 3-point hitch lift. So give it a shot. Does a pretty good job. Sometimes it's actually a cleaner job than the back blade because it does have those sides. You just have to empty it a little more often because it is kind of limited in space. So that's all I got today. Hopefully it's a quick one. I'll try to edit it down so it's nothing too long and too boring.